What is up, guys? I'm Cody, also known as My Dog Ate My Suicide Note and Ziggy Shark Crust on TikTok. Probably know me more as My Dog Ate My Suicide Note. I'm sure you guys found me from there. If not, you're probably one of my best friends. And either way, I love you. Thank you for tuning in today to watch me rant about these awesome albums. Without further ado, let's get right fucking into it. So the first album I want to talk about today is All Is Lost by Tower of Rome. Really just an all-around perfect math grind album. It just fucking rips, dude. The whole thing is just amazing. It's very short, putting it lightly, I guess. Yeah, it's very short. Each song is the most a minute 30 seconds to under a minute. But besides that, it's short but sweet. Definitely worth a listen. It all just sounds like very well calculated noise pollution, and that is the best way to describe any math grind band, honestly, but especially Tower of Rome. And I love every single second of it. You can tell every single song title, and I've seen this in interviews, so they've confirmed this, but you can really just tell every single song title that's long as fuck is just some inside joke that the bands use to make each other laugh. And I think that's it's really cool. I love when bands are making music for their own amusement. It's awesome. It's real camaraderie, and I just love to see it. My favorite tracks from this album include Girls That Smoke Gross Me Out to the Max, Real Teamwork, This Is a Film About a Ghost, and They Say She Died. If you really like Tower of Rome, definitely check out Daughters of Eve. They did a cover of They Say She Died, and it's definitely one of my favorite covers from a band. I have one of their CDs, and it is so fucking good. This is it right here for those who are wondering, and it's got some really cool artwork on the inside, but this is not about Daughters of Eve. Just wanted to give them a little shout out. Alright, the next one is definitely a genre change, to put it lightly. In this script I just wrote right here in 30 minutes, I used "to put it lightly" very much. It's probably my new favorite phrase, and I did not even know that. But moving right along, the next album is going to be Dirty Sprite 2 by Future. There's definitely two words that describe this album's meaning to me, and definitely the rest of the world, and those two words would be era defining and timeless. Yeah, no, that's it. It's one of those few albums, you can listen all the way through and not really get bored. You don't really want to skip a single song because it's damn, over and over. So good. Classic trap music. Classic. Absolutely amazing. You really can't explain how impactful it was. Well, yeah, you can. I'm attempting. But you had fucking Cristiano Ronaldo listening to this shit, bro. Fucking, that's so random. Maybe it's not. I don't know what that guy's into these days, or in general, really. But it's so crazy. There's a lot I have to say about it that probably has already been said, so I won't linger on it too much. My favorite tracks from this album include Thought It Was a Drought, I Serve the Bass, Freako, Real Sisters, and Where Ya At, featuring the Diddy Blood himself, Drizzy Drake. And for the next album, we have I Gave You My Bullets, You Gave Me Your Love by My Chemical Romance. You see, this one is very special to me. I had a dear friend of mine show me this album, and it would really be an understatement to say they in this album changed my life, really. It's just a great introduction to emo and punk and pop punk and all the great stuff like that. I believe the creativity of the whole My Chemical Romance team cannot be genre defined, and many people can agree with me on that, especially Gerard Way himself. But this album really has such a raw yet polished sound, and that is so hard to capture. It's really captivating, to say the least. Genius chord progressions, amazing melody arrangement, and just so fucking creative lyrically. I have many things to say about Gerard Way, good old G-Way, but that would get very sexual and maybe I am not straight. Anyways, my favorite tracks include Drowning Lessons, Honey This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us, Demolition Lovers, Cubicles, and Early Sunsets Over Monroeville. Alright, the next one I'm gonna go with is a absolute classic. If you haven't heard of this album, you are without a doubt living under a rock because it's fucking massive. We're going to be talking about Grace by Jeff Buckley. I hadn't really been a huge Jeff Buckley fan until that documentary came out earlier this year. I'm filming this in 2025, Christmas Eve. I don't know when I'm going to release this video, but like mid 2025. And it made me cry so much. And I cannot think of another movie that made me physically react like that. Like, his story is just so tragic, yet so beautiful. And without glazing too hard per se, he's just he was just such a tortured soul, and everything that came out of it was just the most beautiful music. He was really just the embodiment of passion, and it was just so beautiful and really relatable. He's really just an artist after my own heart. People definitely aren't too far off by saying it's, male manipulator music, and because if you know anything about his personal love life while he was on this earth, you would definitely agree, or even just take a look at his fucking lyrics. His biggest song is literally about cheating. Still great though, still great. But moving on from that, my favorite tracks include So Real, Eternal Life, Dream Brother, and Lover, You Should Have Come Over. This one is gonna be similar to the last one. Genre-wise, we have Iowa by Slipknot. I listen to a lot of Slipknot and just nu metal in general when I got to high school, and I'm a senior now, but my dad had always been into heavy-ish music, tad bit of metalcore. He saw Slipknot during their Subliminal Verses tour, which I am so jealous of. Why he didn't take me, I don't know. He probably did. I was in his balls, I think. But when I first listened to this album, I could not stop listening to it. I listened to it every day all throughout the year. Whichever year it was, I can't remember. But I would always tell my friends about it. Like, dude, I heard this story where they played it for the Papa Roach guitarist or bassist. I forgot the story. And his fucking face started melting and he had to go to the hospital because of how fucking hard it was. And they didn't really give a fuck, but I did, and that's what really mattered. It's definitely their heaviest album by far, and you can really tell. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed they didn't try to get heavier than Iowa, because I know for a fucking fact they've all listened to heavier music than their own music. Like, you're telling me none of them ever listened to fucking Cannibal Corpse, which obviously clear Slipknot, but like, I mean, I give them props for not trying to be like a brutal death metal band, but they really did have it in their hands to do something unique and special, but still very heavy, and they kind of just went hella poppy, you know, after Iowa, which is whatever, you know, they have fucking bills to pay, all 8 of them. I don't know how many members there are now, you know, Clown and Corey just keep on fucking kicking everybody. But besides that, the grooves are just insane, to put it lightly. You know, Corey's vocals are so unique to this record, and he really hit his peak here. And I truly believe that full-heartedly. I have the vinyl right here, actually. And even if you don't like it first listen, second listen, you're gonna find at least one song you like, because it's just good. Like, if you like heavy music and you're not a dick, you probably will like this album. Or if you're a dick and you like heavy music, you will probably also like this album, because Slipknot fans are the most classy of people. You know, everybody knows this. But let me just wrap it up and say my favorite tracks include Everything Ends, I Am Hated, New Abortion, and The Shape. Alright, for our next album, we are going to be talking about Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti. We're just going to take a moment of silence to not think about the worst music fan base of all time, including and that's probably my coldest take today. But I wholeheartedly believe that this is the most influential rap album of the 2020s. By far, by far. 5 years post Whole Lotta Red, there are still rappers paying homage to it, and just Carti's whole style he had back then. Personally, I think Playboi Carti should not deserve a platform for being a woman beater and just an overall piece of shit. Shout out Onyx, shout out Iggy Azalea. Praying for y'all every day. Like, did we seriously just forget about keeping our favorite artists accountable? I know Playboi Carti fans have never done that, but, you know, I think we should all start keeping our favorite artists accountable for being just horrible people. While I'm here on that topic, fuck Melanie Martinez. I guess that's easy to say because I never really listened to her. But, fuck Juice WRLD. He was a pedophile. Besides that, I will admit this album is truly something amazing and timeless. It's been 5 years since this album came out and I first listened to it, and I still really enjoy it. It's good. It's just good. My favorite tracks include Jump Out the House, T-Nex, Me, Punk Monk, and Over. Continuing on sonically beautiful rap albums, we have Closed Captions by Chay. Every single song really has a seamless transition into each other, and the beat selection is seriously ethereal, and that's really an understatement. If you love progressive trap music, then this is the album for you. And if you like progressive trap music and you don't like this album, fuck off. And I mean that, because like, I seriously can't stress it enough, really. The first time I ever heard Fangs, I had an eargasm, and it shot through my ears, exploded in my ears, trickled down my spine, straight to the tip of my wiener. Even if you don't like his sound, you cannot deny it's catchy, dude. Every single song has such a great hook, and like, it will get stuck in your head because it is that good. I love lots of bass in my music, especially rap music, but sometimes, you know, the melody gets undersaturated and drowns in the mix. But Not with any of these songs, not with a single one of them. The mix just delivers the great bass without sacrificing beautiful melodies, and it is quite literally excellence. It is excellence. This album is excellence. Listen to it. My favorite tracks include Black China, Fangs, SOS, and Blueberry Backwood. Last but certainly not least, we have Jasmine's Lullaby by 7 Angels, 7 Plagues. I'm wearing the patch right now. I'm going to start off strong with my opinion on this. I would and will die for this short-lived band. I would kill you. I would kill me. I would kill my best friend for this band. It really is that good. On a serious note though, they are by far the greatest Christcore, metalcore band that I've ever heard so far. And good fucking luck naming one other Christian band with a single song better than any song on this whole album. Any single song. That's probably the most subjective, ignorant take I've made this whole video. But I seriously couldn't give less of a shit. Just like most great albums I've mentioned in this video, they, like, every single song seamlessly transitions into one another, and it is so satisfying. They all transition and melt into each other like a beautiful quilt of tempo change, double kick, and drop D tuning excellence. That is the best way I can, put it. And don't get me started on Matthew Mixon's vocals, they're just perfect in every way. Very simple, but they get the fucking job done, and greatly. Just a great album in every way, from the heavy to the melancholy. If they have a reunion tour and I'm still poor as shit, not making any money from content, I just want to make myself clear, I will not hesitate on backdooring a single one of my day ones for tickets. Yeah, that's how I feel about this sadly short-lived awesome metalcore band. Anyways, just to wrap it up, my favorite tracks are the whole album. I love every single song. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. This is my first video, and I'm happy I have some people to watch it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I really need to get some sleep. It is 1 in the morning. It is now December 24th, and Christmas is technically tomorrow, and I'm so excited. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below and let me know. And yeah, anyways, love you guys. Bye bye.